Hello, Bill McRae here from the Bulletproof Email Solution. I want to talk to you about writing your email content today. This is actually something that a lot of people struggle with, or they think they know what to do and they fail at it miserably. And the fact is, it really isn't all that hard, but it is difficult. Does that make sense? If you're not a good writer, then I recommend the email Swipe Vault because there's a great place to pick up templates that you basically modify. Um, so once they're modified, they're uniquely specific to whatever you're doing, but they're put together in such a way that they're cohesive emails. Some are very short and punchy, and they're designed specifically for solo ads. Others are a little longer and a little bit more detail oriented, and they're more product related, and even more are designed to kind of bring about some sort of recognition or some sort of bonding with your list members so that they um, feel that they know you, which is an important element of email marketing, even though it's not as important as it used to be. You still want to deliver some content so you can brand yourself as being a bit different than the guy that's just shooting 5 emails a day. So how do you write a good email? Well, first of all, the most important step one is to get the email opened. And so that is the subject line or the headline of your email. Now, there are two approaches to this. There's one that's descriptive with a little personalization in it. And then there's the shock and awe type of emails. Now, the shock and awe type of emails are things that evoke emotional responses. So it would be something like, we have $5,000 for you, click here. So those are usually very deceptive, although they will get high open rates. And if you use the same sort of tactic in your email copy and say something to the tune of, to assure your deposit, click this link here, go to your bank account, and we'll download the money into your account. Very, very deceptive because you're not giving them $5,000 or whatever it is, but you're going to get a click, and that's where those emails come in handy for marketers who are really short-sighted, and what they'll do is they just want to get clicks because either they believe that the sales letter is so good if you see it, you're going to have to spend money, or they're selling solo ads and they get paid per click, and they don't care whether or not that click is worth much to the list member or to their customer who bought the clicks from them. So you've got to balance out the difference between, you've got to get the difference between I need this email open and I need this click with the fact that you're trying to deliver something that's fairly relevant and it still has a sense of urgency to it. And this is why these emails can be a bit hard to write, because you've got to have something in that subject line that gets their attention and gets them to open, and then you have to have something in the content that gets their curiosity to the point where they'll click on the link. Now, there are two different types of email content in there. You'll see some will go, we have a $5,000 per day system for you, click this link to activate it. Now, it may be a system that has generated $5,000 a day or $10,000 a month or whatever the number is, but the activation link is actually where you go out and buy it. And so you're kind of depending on the sales letter being really persuasive and able to track that guy into buying. I personally don't like those for products. What I like to do is give a little bit of information about the product, not much, just a taste, and then ask for a click, because you're going to get, even though you're going to get fewer clicks that way, those clicks that do click on those links are going to be more targeted, and they're going somewhere knowing that they're going to be considering a product. Okay, so there's a balance act between the two components, and that can be hard to manage, and I appreciate that. And that's why I recommend Email Swipe Vault, because it's a new resource for people, but it's a monthly thing. Every month you pay, I think it's $29, and they're constantly updating new swipe that you can take, and they show you how to modify it. You modify the swipe very simply, and then you can deploy it into your autoresponder sequences. Even our solo ad content, which I use myself, it goes into a sequence of emails. It doesn't go out as a broadcast. As I've already made it very clear, I think broadcast emailing is foolish, um, especially if you want to build a long-term business. If you do automatic broadcast emails, you tend to wear out your welcome at the autoresponder and you lose that. So writing your email content, you have to create that curiosity at the very beginning. It doesn't hurt to put some scarcity into it, but make it legitimate. And then you have to get the click once they open the email. And that click can be targeted or emotional in nature. Targeted is you give them a little idea, they know they're going to look at a product that they may or may not want to buy. Emotional is they're going to do something to better their life immediately. If you can't do these type of things, then I recommend you look at the Email Swipe Vault. They're constantly uploading new swipe into it. I mean, there's a bunch of new swipe I'm putting in there today. It's brand new, but it's a great resource to people because it's going to give you a template by which you just can change a few words. And by changing those words, you'll know you have some content that has been proven to work, and at the same time will fit the audience that you're looking at. Anyway, you guys have a great day.